Now, the next performer who's up is what would you say, acclaimed, acquitted? He hasn't been acquitted, he's acclaimed. He's done a lot of work, and he's been credited for that work in terms of receiving acknowledgments. I guess what would you call, not trophies, but what do you receive in show business? Instead of trophy, you receive paychecks. No, he's got awards, you know, things like that. He's got awards, but good words. What are the names of those rewards, you know?
Well, he'll tell us in the interview.
All right, he'll tell us during the interview, but right now we have a man who's accomplished in more than one way as far as writing, comedy, and music. We have, for your entertainment and mine, would you please now welcome a young man by the name of
Kerry Fusaro.
Kerry Fusaro. Come on, folks.
Dun, dun, dun. Nice. It's got fibers. Thank you, sir. Jason. On the bottom here, a little verb. Creak, creak. One more time. You know, I had my eye on that mic.
Did you really?
I did.
Did you like it? Or do you like it?
I just had this vibe. Now that I'm in California, I have this vibe.
Warm wind that blew through your hair?
Yeah, but then this thing. This isn't happening. Feelings.
Sorry, yeah.
Thanks. This actually isn't a comedy bit, too. That's the amazing thing. Leave it in. Does it work? Is it working? Well, thank you so much. Ooh. Ooh. Sounds a little tinny, but Jason isn't back there yet. How y'all doing so far? You hanging in? Oh! 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 You know, there's something that happens when you hear the sound of a dog baying at the moon, you know? It instantaneously evokes feelings in all of us. Loneliness, despair, the inevitable passage of time and the inexorable spinning of the earth upon its axis. Try saying that after 3 or 4 glasses of beer. Man's insignificance and mortality, and the freedom that sometimes brings. But you know, when I hear that sound, it means something a little bit different to me because, you see, I speak howl. Now, I know many of you speak howl kind of pidgin, you know what I'm saying? You kind of speak it a little bit now and then. But I speak it all exactly. Come on, let's hear it. Oh, oh! They're a bunch of horny old dogs is what you are. But, you know, seriously, I speak it fluently, you know? Because I'm the dog man, you know? And that's my job. So I'd like to play for you a little song I translated from the howl. Olga was the boatman, took me to the river, told me I could live in peace with my desire. She was a liar. Suki was a lady, still she couldn't save me, taught me all about the wickedness and the grace. of white lace. See, I would not be the man I am today if some woman hadn't sent me on my way. But they unleashed another dog out on the road, taught him a trick, now he can't go home. Lanny was a Nazi, loved the hotsy-totsy, taught me how to do the goose step on my knees. Pretty as you please. Lizzie was crazy, still that didn't save me, took me everywhere I never wanted to go. That's how I know that I would not be the man who makes you cry if some woman hadn't taught me how to die. But they unleashed another dog out on the road, taught him a trick, threw him a bone. And I'm just another dog out on the road. See, I'm just another dog out on the road. See, I'm just another dog out on the road. Teach me a trick, throw me a bone. Paula was a giver, still it made me shiver every time she'd say how awful it would be without me. Shannon was a taker, still I couldn't shake her, never get back the things she took from me. But nothing's free. See, I would not be the man you want to stay, returning to the same place every day. 'Cause leashed I'm still a dog out on the road. Teach me a trick, throw me a bone. And I'm just another dog out on the road. See, I'm just another dog out on the road. See, I'm just another dog out on the road. Teach me a trick, throw me a bone. Teach me a trick, yeah, throw me a bone. Yan, 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 yan. I could learn to roll on over, do any little thing you want me to. I stay out playing all night long, then I'll bring something new on home to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. My mother thanks you. This next song I'm going to do is called See How You Are. I stole this from an old girlfriend. I figured she wasn't going to need the expression after I left. And basically it's something she always used to say to me. See how you are, see how you are. And it's true, you know. We'd have these, well, you have to understand that this woman was the kind of person that you would have these like deep personal discussions with. Okay, and while you were having a deep personal discussion, she'd be analyzing them using her psychosocial management techniques, you know, which basically is like, well, there are no problems, only challenges. I used to say, we got problems. I remember one time we were sitting there, we were having this intense discussion. I was trying to explain to her why I needed to stay out very late after I played, because I needed to unwind. I had all this energy built up inside of me, you know. Right in the middle of it, she interrupted me and she says, well, if you were an animal, what kind of animal would you be? So I said, a squirrel, okay? She says, why? I said, 'cause every once in a while I just gotta go out and get nuts. She failed to see the humor in that. This is called See How You Are. I could see the changes come. Little things you used to say, little things you used to do, finally seemed to slip away when you try to tell me I'm just a little paranoid. Wouldn't you be if you were me and you could see the things that I can see? See how you are. Well, well, oh yeah. Well, I see how you are. All the pretty plans we made will never see the light of day, 'cause I just won't keep going on this way, listening to the things you say, like maybe I'm a little paranoid. Always get too annoyed when you say everything will be alright if I just make it through the next 1,000 nights. See how you are. Well, well, oh yeah. Well, I see how you are. Late at night when you are in my arms, unleashing every one of your lover's charms, you get me thinking there might be some truth in what you say. That's how you keep me hanging on another day. See how you are. Well, well, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I see how you are. Well, I do. Well, oh yeah. Well, I see that it's just you. See how you are. I got a couple of minutes left here. I want to tell you a story about Mary Canavan. This is my friend Terry, who came in tonight. Now, Mary Canavan was the name of a poor Irish immigrant girl who was in third-class steerage on board the RMS Titanic and perished aboard that ship. And when I was finally and actually standing in her little house, I could barely control the chills running up and down my spine. See, my friend Steve was writing this play about the Titanic, and he had arbitrarily picked Mary Canavan's name from a list of passengers who had died on board the Titanic. And what started out as the late-night ruminations of a couple of lunatic dreamers turned into this 10,000-mile odyssey. At the London Admiralty Board of Records, we found the original passenger manifest of the RMS Titanic. And there, in faded ink, on a yellowed page, was her signature, Mary Canavan. County Erie, Galway. And from the London Admiralty, it led us farther up the northwestern coast of Ireland to County Lochardine, Parish Lochardine. And there, among the scattered hedgerows and little farmhouses tucked away, we continued our search, looking for someone who knew someone, who knew someone, who knew someone, who might know about Mary Canavan. And then there was that one lucky phone call, and we were standing in Mary Canavan's house. It was the same little 3-room cottage she had set out from 78 years earlier. The same tiny dirt floors, same tiny little hand-painted fireplace. We were met by a woman, 50-ish woman, in a stained sweater and skirt, by an old man perched on a stool in front of the fireplace who was Mary Canavan's little brother. He was 91 years old now. His sister told us the well-traveled stories about Mary at first. Family lore now, their thread to immortality. See, Mary wasn't even supposed to be on board that ship. Her brother Patrick had set out a month before, and the plan was that he would get settled in America and send for her. But all the world turned upside down early in April 1912 when the Bork twins, brother and sister, showed up at Mary's house to tell them that they just booked passage with 3 other friends from Lochardine on board the most brilliant ship ever constructed, the cheapest fares ever offered to America. So Mary's father scraped together what little they had to let Mary go with her friends, because as Mary had said, "Da, who would I have to go to confession with?" The old woman translated what the old man was telling us, because his brogue was so thick we couldn't understand him. But out of his unintelligible brogue, we could make out one word only, and that word was chocolate. As she translated, "Grandfather, the Americans want to know what you remember most about Mary's leaving. They want to know what you remember most about Mary's leaving." Because chocolates were a very rare and fine treat. And he remembers Mrs. Bork, because she lost the twins, you see. And for 6 weeks he was woken up every night by the sound of Mrs. Bork's voice echoing across that lake you passed on the road up here. All night long she'd be out there wailing and screaming and cursing the spirit of the lake to give her back her babies. He was 91 years old, and he still lived in the same tiny little cottage that he had grown up in, with the same dirt floors, the same hand-painted little fireplace. And when we left him, he was framed in the doorway of that little cottage like some ghost who'd lost his future in the ripples of a wave caused by the sinking of a great ship so many years before. Dragon ships, don't heed the devils pulling at your wings. Take us swiftly over water, hear the song I sing. Of home and hearth I haven't tasted these 2 long years or more. Take me back to my own true love, she waits for me ashore. When I was a boy, they taught me how to love the sea. Then I heard the warrior's song, how it was to be. With axe I learned to tame the forest and shape it with my hand. Build the mighty dragon ships that are feared throughout the land. Then I was a young man and I shipped away to sea. Seduced by her beauty, her spirit set me free. I learned to steer the stars at night and how to wield a blade. also of the loneliness that never goes away. And I was still a younger man when Odin blessed me twice. The first time I laid eyes on her, I knew what it was like to find the one you're born to love and so never be afraid. She's the one who taught the warrior how to love a maid. And it was my sworn blood oath that called me to her knee. No one could have told me just how hard it was to be. I do not speak of death and battle, for they are as the air. But every aching starless night I missed my golden hair. When the wind was up and the sea was calling, it made me want to cry. To see my love upon the beach, she was waving me goodbye. Now I am a chieftain and I roam the northern sea, searching for my tribe, the peace never known to me. No longer will I just ignore this fire in my breast, to hold her in my arms forever and lay me down to rest. 'Cause the wind is up and the sea is smiling, and before the new moon fades, once again she'll teach the warrior how to love a maid. Dragon ship must free your spirit, fly though there's no wind. Boys, put your backs into the oars that bring us home again. With many tales of foreign princes, their treasure stowed below, but none to match the golden braids that wait for me at home. Thank you so much.
Dogman. Dogman. Come on, this is
Big hand for
Dogman. Dogman. I hate to be known as a dogman. God almighty. But, you know, speaking just for what he's done, that's terrific. Dogman. Why did he choose Dogman, though? Jesus criminies, man. What, do you got, an inferiority complex? Dogman, give me 5. Sit down for a minute. Let him sit down here. Let him explain himself. I mean, what the hell is this Dogman crap? Do you feel like you're subordinate to women? Is that the problem here?
No,
Come on, let's get... Wait. Now, folks, will you give me a hand here? This guy is a dogman because you women out there, he says, throw me a bone. I'll take whatever you got because I'm a dogman. Why? Why? Because of the women, right? Come on, Dogman. Just be honest. Let's go ahead and cut through all the bullshit and get right down to it. Why are you the dog man? Come on, ladies. You listen now. Come on, let's be fair. And then the band is coming right up. We're only taking one. We only got 160 seconds, and that's it. Now, I gave you guys warning. Now, go ahead.
Well, no, the dog man is because I'm just another dog on the road, and the reason you're just another dog on the road, as is the truth with most men, is because somewhere they were crushed. Yeah, their spirits, their egos, their very manhood was crushed by some woman.
Wait a minute now. So you mean when you say men, you don't mean just women and men and humanity. You mean men, males, us.
Bonding.
Oh, yo.
Pull our
Yes,
finger.
All right, so you are prejudiced then. There is a difference between men and women, right?
Absolutely.
And
Men are
that's why
dogs
you
on
got-
the road.
you
And
got-
women are poodles.
You got bummed out someplace to say, give me a bone because something happened here. Does any women out there, I'll buy you a free Corona beer if you can get to the heart of this within about 30 seconds. Now, anybody got any spontaneous response to this situation? Any women?
Free
in a
Corona,
red
free
dress and
Corona.
high heels? All right, forget it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. They're tripped out. They're ready for the band. They want the band.
I think it's true.
We got to get you back
Well,
when we can really talk some
Let's just
business.
ask, is there what's coming up for your playing engagements in the greater LA
Not
area?
much. I'm going to be doing my show. It's a one-man show. It's a play.
Where?
Probably at the Off-Ramp Theater.
Where's that?
It's on Cahuenga Boulevard, just
Oh,
north
in
of
Hollywood?
Franklin. Yeah,
Well, when is that now?
in May.
Oh, in May?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll be seeing you before May. Is it towards
Absolutely.
the end of May or the beginning?
Well,
or-
right now, the dates are being negotiated.
Okay, now let's see. This is the Dog Man. Now, just what is your real name here?
My name is Kerry Fusaro.
Kerry Fazaro, the Dog Man, will be playing in May,
In May.
towards the end at the theater,
At the off-ramp.
At the Off-Ramp.
the off-ramp, a one-man show,
Yes.
which is
Exactly.
music
With
and
stories and comedy.
stories and comedy and you.
sketches and me.
And my
moi.
sex life all in one. Just
Yeah,
pretty much
well,
a
we'll-
one-man
Yes, it's
show.
called Nothing in Reserve. I don't get it.
All right, folks, we're going to get the band up now, but
Big
we'll
hand.
get this man back when we
Ted
can really
Fazaro,
talk
give
to
him a
him.
big hand.
Ted Fazaro.